Which brand is better, Louis Vuitton or Gucci? Which would you choose? Hello everyone, welcome back to another mommy review where I review all things for the love of. Today, I want to talk about Gucci versus Louis Vuitton. Which brand is better? Now, before I get started, if you like the content on the channel, I'll appreciate it very much if you consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for considering, and on with the video. Now, Louis Vuitton and Gucci are two luxury fashion house that's been around for so many years, and between this Italian Gucci fashion house and also the French fashion house Louis Vuitton, I'm just curious about which brand is better. In this video, I want to go over the difference in history, the style, their most popular bags, their resale value, and ultimately come up with the conclusion as to whether Gucci, Louis Vuitton, which brand is better. Let's get started. Now, most notably when I look at Louis Vuitton and Gucci is that they're quite different in style. More notably, if you look at Louis Vuitton, it's a little bit more sophisticated, formal, whereas Gucci I find is a little bit more trendy and a little bit more edgy. So, ready to find out which brand suits you the most? In terms of history, let's start with Gucci. Gucci originated in Florence, Italy. It's a fashion house that was founded back in 1921, which means it has a lot of time to kind of figure out the timeless designs that you're seeing nowadays. One thing I didn't know is that Gucci actually started out as a travel luggage company, just like Louis Vuitton, but over time has moved more to the realm of fashion. Whereas Louis Vuitton, this fashion house, is best known for handbags covered with their classic monogram canvas, and this French designer label has been around since 1854. It is the second oldest luxury brand that is still operating today, primarily known for their luggage and bags. So as you can see, based on the history, Louis Vuitton is over 7 decades older than Gucci. Of course, there are some blatant similarities between these two brands, one being that Gucci and Louis Vuitton both sell luxury products, and they are both globally known brands with strong patents. They have ready-to-wear bags, jewelry, shoes, wristwatches, and so much more. They collaborate with top designers and have strong ties in the fashion industry. Both of them really boost their luxury cultural heritage, and they are ranked among the top brands for over the last 20 years in a row, ever since 2000. In terms of style, let's start with Louis Vuitton. Louis Vuitton, I think it's a more of a sophisticated, definitely a more conservative side in sort of style. The bags of some of their top selling bags that I see from Louis Vuitton definitely has a more timeless, formal, and sophisticated design. I think it's intended to reach a more mature audience. Of course, it's more recognizable from its logo and Louis Vuitton, as well as it is known for its monogram canvas that are on a lot of its products. Definitely a more traditional take. Whereas if I say look at Gucci, I find that for Gucci, it has a more modern, creative style, leaning towards more street style. That's why I think its target audience is more of Gen Z and millennial consumer. Definitely more modern, creative, and bold, innovative designs. They're not afraid to kind of experiment, but yet still have some traditional designs that I think has really stood the test of time. One of the things that are most recognizable for Gucci, of course, is the double G logo and also the monogram canvas on its product. But definitely, I think Gucci is more for like fashion enthusiasts compared to like Louis Vuitton that are kind of more conservative, traditional. In terms of pricing, this is another big difference I would say between the two brands. While both brands are relatively more expensive, I do find that Louis Vuitton in general are a little bit more expensive compared to Gucci. Part of it might be the sense of ageless styling, the elegance, and like just the reputation, given its maybe respective to its heritage that's why Louis Vuitton is slightly more expensive. And you'll see what I mean when I go over some of the more popular bags between the two different brands and how it compares. In terms of investment value, I think Louis Vuitton definitely takes the cake for this one. Louis Vuitton bags are definitely higher demand and typically retain their values or even increase in value over time if you keep it in good condition. Generally, I do find Gucci bags are still very durable and they are made out of very expensive material, but I find that their resale value is hard to turn a profit. They're just not as good as Louis Vuitton. But if it's still in good condition, I think you will still be able to sell it, but possibly not at the same price that you bought it at. Now let's go over the most popular handbags for each of these brands. Starting off with Gucci, one of the most popular handbags, I would say undeniably, is the GG Marmont small shoulder bag, or they also have a mini shoulder bag. It's one of Gucci's most iconic bags, comes in multiple sizes and colors, has the brand signature hardware with the double GG on the front. This one and the small shoulder bag is currently priced at $3,305. Now let's compare that to a Louis Vuitton alternative, which could be the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis, which I think is not necessarily apples to apples, but it is one of the LV most popular bags. It does come with a crossbody strap. You can see it's more conservative design. It's priced at $3,250 and also embellished with the classic Louis Vuitton monogram canvas here. The next bag I want to compare is a tote bag from Gucci. This is the Ophidia GG large tote bag from Gucci that is currently priced at $2,135. It is a very classic design. Now let's compare it to one of the best-selling bags for Louis Vuitton. What it's known for, it is the Neverfull. The Louis Vuitton Neverfull, as you can see in the MM size, is $2,580, and of course you can choose in various sizes, including the GM size, slightly larger, and is $2,670. Another bag I want to go over is the Gucci Horsebit 1955 shoulder bag. This one's priced at $3,635. And this one in another color is also another very popular bag within the Gucci fashion house. I think the petite one, or even the mini bag, had just been really trending. I like the signature motif, the GG Supreme canvas, and the little gold horsebit hardware. I think it just looks very versatile, so chic. Can go with so many different outfits. Now looking at Louis Vuitton, let's highlight a couple more of their most popular bags. I think Alma BB, it was one of LV's oldest classic bags. Production started in 1934. It's one of Louis Vuitton's bags that's stayed in the classic line and retains its value in the resale market over time. This one, Alma BB in the canvas, is priced at $2,240. And of course, I can't leave out the Speedy. This one, the Speedy Vandelier 20, is priced at $2,580. Also one of the most popular bags from Louis Vuitton. So from here, you can see that overall there is a slightly higher price for Louis Vuitton bags as opposed to Gucci handbags. In terms of target audience, I think that Gucci targets like high middle class consumer around 20 to 50, definitely higher income earners, maybe fashionistas, whereas Louis Vuitton, I think it's a very large age range, like from middle-aged men to women between like 35 to 80, and even like fashionable younger females as well in their early 30s to mid 30s. People can really afford this brand. So let's go over the conclusion after talking about the similarities and differences between the two different brands, Gucci versus Louis Vuitton. Which brand is better? I think the answer is it depends. I think that if we're looking at handbags specifically, it really depends on what you value in terms of your style that will go with your wardrobe and what your day-to-day life. It really hinges on that specifically. If you're into more sophisticated, clean looks, maybe even considering an investment bag that perhaps you can resell in the pre-loved market, Louis Vuitton, I think, is a very safe option. Whereas for younger consumers who are interested in handbags that are a little bit trendier, edgier, Gucci might be a better option. And I do think Gucci offers some very unique and stylish bags. It really depends on how you plan on using this piece when you get it and how it fits with your lifestyle. I think Louis Vuitton in general is more work appropriate option, but Gucci is great for kind of lifestyle, shopping out with friends, or maybe vacation, or like just day to day. It could be a great option. Just very playful options available. So that is my review of Gucci versus Louis Vuitton. Which brand is better? I hope this video was helpful for you to decide which brand is better for you. Budgets aside, I wonder, would you be on team Louis Vuitton versus Gucci? Which brand do you prefer? I would love to know. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me on another mommy review, and I'll see you next time. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Bye for now.